material science and engineering and a minor in nanotechnology. Abby has been heavily involved in research with the inorganic chemistry program in the chemistry department since her freshman year at NC State, and through which she has co-authored 3 publications, won 5 research awards, and presented at over 10 academic conferences across our country. Abby was proudly the first undergraduate staff microscopist in the Analytical Instrumentation Facility on campus and was awarded the 2019 Student Outreach Award by NC State for her service as a student ambassador for the Research Triangle Nanotechnology Network. With aspirations to become the next Bill Nye, the science guy, Abby's passion for community outreach and science education has led her to volunteer at over 20 local schools, libraries, and museums. Over the summer, Abby completed a research fellowship at Caltech, where she hopes to return next fall to pursue her PhD in material science. Please welcome our student speaker, Ms. Abby Carbone.
Thank you, Chancellor Woodson. Class of 2019, we made it. I'd like to start by saying probably the most important thing that I will say here on this stage in front of you all today, which is, hi, Mom! When I was asked why I wanted to speak to you all today, part of my answer was, I think that our class of graduates is a tenacious group of people. We have an incredibly diverse set of skills and are really good at forming our own path to get to where we want to be. We dare to dream big when making our goals, and we have the resolve to do whatever it takes to achieve them. With this in mind, I would like to share 2 pieces of advice with you that have let me take full advantage of every second of my time here at NC State, and are the second part of why I wanted to speak to you all today. The first piece of advice I got the summer before I moved in freshman year, when my whole family came together to celebrate graduation. My mom asked everyone to go around and share the best piece of advice that they had for me before I went on this big adventure called college. And I got everything, ranging from always go to office hours to my young cousin telling me to be true to who you are, which was surprisingly insightful advice coming from an 8-year-old. The piece of advice that has stuck with me the most, though, came from my Aunt Jen. And she said, no matter who you are dreaming to be or what you aspire to do, somebody has to do it. So why can't it be you? I've really found courage in this advice when faced with big dreams that I thought were unattainable for me. And so when you are faced, I encourage you to remember these words. When you are faced with something that is so big and so amazing, it makes you think, man, I have always wanted to do this thing, but I'm not good enough, but I'm not smart enough, but someone else is more qualified than me. Because remember, somebody has to do it, so why can't it be you? The second piece of advice I would like to share, I picked up from my closest mentor, who is perhaps simultaneously the most well-respected and feared chemistry professor on this campus, Dr. Jeremiah Fiducia. And anyone in the audience who has taken one of his classes knows exactly what I'm talking about. During freshman orientation, which admittedly feels just like yesterday, I attended a seminar on undergraduate research and thought, man, that is really cool. I want to do that. And so my first week on campus, I marched right up to Dr. Fiducia's office and I said, I want to do this undergraduate research thing, but I don't even know where to start. Can you please help me? And his advice to me, as a terrified Week 1 freshman who was only mostly sure how to get to the brickyard was to read about what professors on campus are doing and then send them an email to see if they're interested in having you join their group. And I thought to myself, well, I can only understand about every third word in these research descriptions, and these professors seem so terrifying. I don't know if this is the best course of action for me. After seeing my hesitation, he followed up with, what's the worst that they're going to say? No? So, my fellow graduates, when you are faced with a situation where there is something that you want to achieve or a goal that you want to reach, but there's no clear, defined path of how to get there, so, in other words, when the first piece of advice that I gave you doesn't apply, I would encourage you to genuinely ask yourself, what is the worst that they are going to say? And if the answer is no, do it. Because I promise you, you will never regret trying to pursue whatever dream it may be if the worst that they will say is no. So, class of 2019, I hope you never let anyone tell you that there is only a right way to do what you are passionate about. As we ready to set out on our next grand adventure, fueled by our passion and our drive, let us not forget to show appreciation for everyone and everything that has contributed to our skills and tools that we take forward. To every one of my friends and family watching this, I would not be here on this stage if it wasn't for your unwavering support, and from the absolute bottom of my heart, thank you. To NC State, I am so thankful to all of the people and organizations within NC State who have supported me. I've done everything ranging from science in California to climbing mountains in Tennessee, and it's all because of this incredible NC State community that has encouraged and supported me. So, graduates, take this moment to reflect on the community that we have created here, the community that has supported us throughout our journey at NC State, the community that has enabled us to grow and to flourish and to be amazing. Let us continue to build a community that challenges us to dare mighty things and is not afraid to create its own path. And as we ready to turn our tassels to signify that change from student to alum, let us take what we have created here and carry it with us as we go forward. Congratulations, class of 2019. Go Pack.